Elder Scrolls Online is an MMORPG that you can play in the year 2026. It's not the best game, it's not the worst game. I'll be straight up honest, I do not like this game. I don't like the fact that I have to run around and go and gather these little sky shards that go and give me a what? It's like a skill increase. You gotta collect oh so many of them to get a skill point, if that makes any sense and whatnot. Like you gain one, or you can collect three to gain one. It's just like less unleashed with the whole going around and exploring to go and upgrade and increase your inventory slots. I don't like that factor at all in the game. I think it's really stupid. It forces you to have to go out and explore wherever you should be wanting to go out and explore. The questing in this game is very, very lackluster. There's too much going on. It doesn't feel like you're rewarded for any of the things that you go out and participate in the world. The world is kind of lackluster as well. It feels very dead. The fighting and combat system in this game is not that good. I'm really bored half the time when I'm sitting here swinging at the air, hitting the mobs. It's not really cool. I mean, you'll like the game if you like Skyrim. If you put thousands of hours into that game, you want an online experience into the world of Elder Scrolls. That's pretty much what you get as an online Skyrim. The exact tit for tat. That's the only reason why I think this game even did as good as it did. I have yet to reach endgame because I just can't get myself to reach it. I've made 4 characters just to see if I could, see if the character I picked at the beginning was bad and I just didn't have a fun time. No, I don't like anything about the experience. I have over 150 hours and I was playing it with my friends, and that's pretty much the main reason why I even have the game downloaded, was so I could play with my friends. And lo and behold, everybody kind of quits playing the game.
I don't know why this
Shit makes sense. Because, what?
All my animals are being done.
Probably go out and explore. Yeah, the questing is kind of lackluster. You feel like you're not really rewarded for what you go out and go do in the world. I've explored a very good portion of the world. I've done a lot of quests for my character. I've done a bunch of side quests and stuff, and I have not felt like I was encouraged to do more. After I complete a quest, I feel like I don't want to go do another quest. I feel reluctant to. I feel like I have to drag myself through these quest lines to get stuff done in the game. And it's not fun. It's not good. It's not enjoyable. I play Black Desert Online, and that game is fucking so much chores and so much stuff going on that you have to do. So it's not like I can't play a game that I have to do extra side work to then, get to the good part. I'm totally fine with that. I'm totally fine with going leveling up a character in World of Warcraft to max level to reach end game. I'm not a big fan of the whole subscription model. I think the subscription model's stupid. If you go over to, where is it at? The dungeon shit, Activity Finder, Dungeon Finder, specific dungeons. These ones that I have unlocked, the little things, I can do a lot of these, but then I can't do the ones that I have to have the Elder Scrolls Plus, all these dungeons here, all this. I can't do any of the ones that have the DLC, and I think that's awful. I don't really enjoy that. I feel like I'm just so gated behind these shitty-ass little dungeons that I have to choose from. If you play with friends, the game's more fun, the game's more enjoyable, but even if you're playing with friends on this game, at least for me, from my experience, I don't think it was making a big of a difference. Felt like I wasted more time than I was rewarded with what I was given in the game. It kind of sucks. But like I said, the game it's relatively good if you are a fan of the Skyrim series like I am. I do like Skyrim. I like, that whole combat. I like the whole world of the Skyrim games. I like, the immersion that the game puts you in. But I really do feel like this game was just kind of a lackluster game for me. It's kind of like Fallout 76 when I went and played that game. I really wasn't the biggest fan of the whole online experience for the Fallout game, even though that's what I wanted, was a Fallout 76 game of an open world, multiplayer game where I can go and see people and go and do quests together and go and do dungeons and all that stuff. I really wanted that to be like this. And this world feels kind of empty. Like, I've only seen like 2 people as I've been walking around doing stuff, which is, you know, alright for a game, but I would expect it to be more, you know, popular and more populated with people. And sadly, it does not. It's pretty shitty. But other than that, that's pretty much my experience with the game, you know, the way I see it. And a lot of people are gonna, you know, be like, oh, you didn't make it to end game, you don't even get to experience the game, you haven't done anything in the game, you know? I don't care. I genuinely don't. As base as that seems, I just, dude, the game doesn't, like, it doesn't scream, play me more, unlock this, play me more. Grind out so you can get to this part in the game. Even watching PvP in this game, it doesn't pique my interest as much at all. And I really did try to give this game like a fair shot. I literally made 5 characters. 5 whole characters I went and made so I could have a better representation of the game. And, you know, like what I just did there, that gives you a red icon above their head to where you can stun them with your L2, R2, and then heavy R2, and then you can roll and see how it stuns them, and you can heavy R2 them, throws them on the ground, does more damage. Yippee day, yippee, so much going on, you know? You can go from first person to third person. I prefer to play in third person because I like seeing my character. It's the way I like to play MMOs. I like to be in a aerial view to where I can see what's going on. I don't like to be like this. And if I played the game like this is not, no, it's not okay. But I'm not gonna rag on this game the whole video. I will say the fun part about this game is that they do a pretty good job of making the world feel, you know, like a Skyrim game. The graphics are great. I like the graphics. Even though I play on console, you know, I'm not able to like change anything super crazy or drastically from good or bad. And, you know, like I said, if you don't have a lot of time to play games and you don't have a lot of time to, you know, invest into a game continuously, this is a fairly good game for you. You can play this game without getting super lost in its mechanics and its systems. You can play this game and relatively walk through the main story quests with ease. Getting to, I guess, like the mid-game content still, you know, get everything that you need. You continuously level up. You don't have to go and enhance and upgrade gear. The game provides you gear throughout the whole game, so you're able to, like, you know, progress. And that's, you know, that's the fun part about these games, is watching your character progress, and, you know, you travel through this world and you get stronger, you get better, you get more abilities, you get more loot, you get more gear. And that's what I like about MMOs, what I like about RPGs. I like to, you know, watch my character grow as whenever I was level 1 to where my character's at now, and how much damage I do, and watch my cool abilities and use my ultimates and go and do life skilling and craft, you know, potions and all that stuff, make ore, craft the armors. But yeah, to be honest with you, I played Neverwinter before I played this game, and Neverwinter was kind of the same experience for me. I necessarily didn't like enjoy my time playing the game, but I still played the game because I watched a video of somebody playing the game, and they were like at the end game content, and it looked fairly good. You know, it's kind of the same as this game. You know, it kind of gives me like a Dungeons and Dragons D&D kind of vibe like Neverwinter. I don't feel like my character necessarily becomes like godlike. When I'm playing like Black Desert or World of Warcraft Terra, even Last Chaos and Shire Online, at certain points in the game, you feel like your character is just fucking thumping, and that's like the most fun part, is get to see your character thump. And everybody's going to be like, well, you didn't make it to end game in this game, so you really necessarily get to play the game. You're not even, you know, you didn't get to buy any of the dungeons, so you don't get to, you know, you're not doing any of that content either. And it's not like I don't want to have the stuff to be able to do the other dungeons, but at the same time, I would like to have the option to have free range of dungeons and stuff. Like, that would have made the whole experience better is being able to do more dungeons in the game in the very beginning. That's what I look for when I'm playing a lot of these games. If they offer dungeons, well, I want to be able to do dungeons. Sure, I have to level up a few times to go do some dungeons. Fine, that's I'm more than capable of doing that. But I'm leveling up at such a slow, monotonous rate. And I mean, I'm doing side quests, I'm doing main quests, I'm gathering, I'm crafting, I'm doing everything I can to get more EXP for everything that I want to get so I can level up quicker. Even looking up guides to level up faster and shit. And that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like give this game a very bad review, even though like it wasn't a fun experience for me. But it will suit somebody. It will suit you if you are a player that doesn't want to invest a bunch of time into their gaming experience. You can easily go and create other classes, easily distribute abilities for what is good for what class and what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing. It's very, very easy. It's not like Black Desert and a bunch of other Korean Grindfest games to where they have so much shit in their game, you get so confused right off rip and you don't know what to do. If you go down this path, if you do this, it ruins your experience. Or you'll get like, it's not ruins your experience, but it makes everything take a little bit longer to get to where you would have already been at if you didn't mess up. If that makes any sense. But yeah, see, Sky Shard Absorb, collect pieces 1 of 3, so I have to go collect 2 more of those to get a skill thing unlocked, and that's just like Bless Unleashed, with having to go around and go gather these chests to get pieces of paper. And that was such an awful design in the game. I don't really understand why we sit there and force players to go out into the world and explore whenever they don't necessarily want to. Other than that, I'm going to more than likely end up losing this game and going and playing Black Desert continuously as I have been, and probably make a review on Neverwinter, because that was kind of the same experience as I had in this game as well. But that game had a little bit more of like a pretty bit player base. Some people that are on console seem like a little bit more of like a welcoming experience compared to on this one too. Some people are pretty rude on this game from what I've gathered of using the world chat asking questions. Some people are just assholes, just like everybody in general, usually assholes in general. But yeah, it's been Elder Scrolls Online experience for me at least. Somebody's probably going to have a way better experience. Like I said, if you don't want to spend time to invest into a game as long and you don't have that much time to play, like if you work a 9 to 5, you get about 2 hours to play games, this will be the game for you. You will see progression as time goes on. You may not get to in-game super quick from the time you have and stuff, but I think you'd have a little bit more to enjoy the time if you don't have that much time to invest into a game as you normally would.